My name is Alicia Lear. I am a second grade teacher here at Guilford Hills, and I teach all subjects. Some second grades are departmentalized, but I teach everything. And this is my 16th year teaching here. And I taught second grade, this is my third year. I taught first grade for 2 years, and 11 I taught kindergarten. I've known I wanted to be a teacher ever since I was like 6 years old. So I knew going into high school that I wanted to be a teacher, and I knew that I didn't need all those AP classes, higher level math classes, and I had pretty much finished all of the classes I needed except English and phys ed and things like that by my junior year. And so I asked what was available, and I said, to my counselor at the time, what do you have that I might be interested in and what could help me going into college? And they brought up the co-op program. And at the time, it was a full year program. I spent half the year in a special education classroom and the other half in a first grade classroom. And I just basically helped out. But it was wonderful because the counselor kind of brought that all into focus and gave that as an option. Whenever I was in the special education classroom, I spent a lot of time prepping things for them, and they kept giving me more and said, wow, you're super quick at this. You are a natural, you know what you're doing. Then they gave me small groups to work with and kids individually, and they said I did really well with that. And then when I went to first grade, the first grade teacher let me do a lot of read alouds and things like that, and helped me with my expressiveness and things and keeping the kids' attention and engagement, and just had a lot of good things to say and praise, and it validated me being a teacher, and it kept me on that path. Now I have a co-op student named Ariel Lynn in my classroom, and when I was approached by her, I'd never been approached by a high school student. I've had college co-op students and interns before, but not high school, so I was pretty excited about that. Her responsibilities when she's in class, it kind of depends on the student, because I've had college students before who I didn't think could handle the responsibility, and I was very leery coming in because I'm like, I don't want to pile too much on top of her. But as I gave her more things to do and she did well, I gave her more. So she's helped me to organize, because she's great at that. She's gone through books and organized them into sections. And I've really tried as a teacher to give her as many experiences as possible, because I felt in my co-op experiences that I wish I would have been allowed to do more. So I've tried to do that for her. So I have told her if she wants to do read alouds, if she has an activity she wants to try. She asked me if she could rearrange the desks. I said, yes, go for it, enjoy yourself. She's done activities with them, like crafts and things like that, and led that whole group. So I've tried to give her experiences that are going to help her in college, because I know that's what it did for me, and I want her to be able to experience as much as possible before she goes. I think the co-op experiences are extremely valuable because you can go into an experience and work with an actual person in that profession and just try it out. And like I've tried for Ariel, you give them as many experiences as possible to make sure they enjoy what they're doing and they know that's the path they want to go on before they go on to college. Because we've had students make it all the way through student teaching and say, oh, this is too much, I don't want to do this, I'm not good at this. And that's very unfortunate because that stuff doesn't always transfer. So it's important to know that what you want to go into is going to suit you and your lifestyle, and you're going to be happy in that career, because you work every day, and if you don't enjoy it, it's a job. If you enjoy it, then it's a love.